America gave the world McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. But do people outside the US even like this stuff? We've all seen the golden arches and the Colonel's face in movies. But what happens when these American icons land in Tokyo, London, or Paris? We decided to find out. We tried McDonald's in Japan, KFC in the UK, and Burger King in France, and honestly, the results might completely change how you see your favorite fast food joint. From shocking menu items to some brutally honest opinions, get ready, because this is what the world really thinks of American fast food. Fast food is one of America's biggest, and arguably loudest, cultural exports. It's everywhere, but when it travels across borders, something fascinating happens. It changes the taste, the ingredients, the marketing. Even the entire vibe of the restaurant can be totally different from what you defined back in the States. It's like a familiar song being remixed for a new audience. So, I decided to pack my bags and find out what people in other countries actually think. I'm visiting 3 different countries, trying their versions of our fast food classics, and asking locals to give me their unfiltered, honest-to-goodness ratings. Is it a guilty pleasure they love, or just a strange American import they tolerate? Let's find out. The first thing you notice when you walk into an American fast food chain abroad is that the menu is not the menu you know. It's been localized, adapted, and sometimes completely reinvented. Take McDonald's in India, for example, because a large portion of the population doesn't eat beef. There's no Big Mac as we know it. Instead, you'll find the Maharaja Mac, made with chicken patties, or even better, the mixed spicy paneer, a burger with a patty made of fried Indian cheese. It's brilliant. Then you fly over to Japan, and suddenly you're staring at a teriyaki McBurger or a shrimp fillet. These aren't just gimmicks, they're smart business. Companies realized that to succeed, they couldn't just force an American menu on a global audience. They had to listen to local tastes, respect cultural and religious norms, and basically learn to speak the local language of food. The American fast food, isn't exactly the same. Abroad it adapts. It's like a chameleon, changing its colors to blend in, which makes you wonder, is it even American anymore? Okay, so the menus are different. But what do the locals think? I hit the streets of Paris to get some real, candid opinions. Excuse me, what do you think of American fast food like McDonald's? One woman laughed and said, it's for the tourists and the teenagers. If I want a real burger, I go to a French brasserie. But then, just a few feet away, a group of students told me they love it. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's always the same. You know what you're getting. I asked them, do you think Americans eat this every day? One guy smirked, I hope not, for their health. Over in London, the sentiment was a bit different. Many people saw it as a convenient, reliable option. One man told me, I grab a KFC on the way home from work sometimes. It's just easy, isn't it? But when I asked if he preferred it to fish and chips, he looked at me like I was crazy. No way. That's proper British food. This is something else. It's this mix of practicality, curiosity, and a little bit of judgment that makes it so interesting. Now for the ultimate test, a head-to-head taste comparison. I ordered the most iconic item on the menu, the Big Mac, in the United States, France, and Japan. The mission, to see if they taste the same. First up, the American original. It's exactly what you'd expect. Familiar, a little salty, with that classic special sauce. It's the benchmark. Next, Paris. I took a bite, and immediately, something was different. The bread felt a little softer, less sweet. The beef itself seemed to have a slightly different texture, maybe even a bit higher quality. It was subtle, but definitely noticeable. It just tasted cleaner. Then, Japan. This was the biggest surprise. The whole burger felt more compact, neater. The flavor profile was slightly less aggressive on the salt and sauce, making it feel more balanced. The portion size was also a bit smaller, which is common in Japan. My verdict, while they all share the same DNA, each country's Big Mac has its own personality. The French one was my surprise favorite for its quality, but the Japanese one felt the most refined. It's amazing how one burger can have 3 distinct identities. So, how do people around the world perceive American food? It's complicated. In some countries, especially developing ones, getting to go to McDonald's or KFC can be a status symbol. It's seen as modern, Western, and a special treat for the family. I saw families in Southeast Asia dressed up to go to KFC, celebrating birthdays there. It represents a piece of the aspirational American dream. But in other places, like Italy or France, where culinary traditions are incredibly strong, it's often viewed very differently. There, it's seen as the antithesis of good food. Cheap, processed, and unhealthy. It's not a treat. It's a last resort when you're in a hurry and everything else is closed. In many parts of Europe, it's just seen as convenient. It's not a cultural experience. It's just fuel. So is American fast food a symbol of modern life or a sign of culinary decline? The answer completely depends on who you ask and where you are. Let's dive into some fun facts. because the global story of American fast food is full of weird and wonderful trivia. Did you know that McDonald's is in over 100 countries, but Iceland famously kicked them out back in 2009? The last McDonald's cheeseburger sold there is now preserved in a museum. And here's a great one. Taco Bell has tried to break into the Mexican market multiple times and failed spectacularly. It turns out, it's pretty hard to sell American-style tacos to the country that invented them. But my favorite story is about how local chains sometimes beat the American giants at their own game. In the Philippines, the #1 fast food chain isn't McDonald's, it's a local brand called Jollibee. Their Chicken Joy is a national treasure, and they've successfully kept McDonald's in the #2 spot for decades. It just goes to show that even the biggest brands in the world can't always conquer local taste. So, after traveling the world and eating way too many fries, what's the final verdict? Do people in other countries actually like American fast food? The answer is a resounding, it's complicated. It's loved, it's hated, it's reinvented, and it's adapted in ways you'd never expect. In some places, it's a symbol of celebration, while in others, it's a guilty pleasure or a convenient backup plan. But here's what I think is really going on. Maybe what people around the world are consuming isn't just a burger and fries. Maybe what they really like isn't the American food itself, but the asterisk idea, asterisk of America that it represents. Speed, convenience, consistency, and a little taste of Hollywood glamour, all wrapped up in a paper bag. It's a cultural export that says more about the world's perception of America than it does about the food itself. Thanks so much for coming along on this food adventure with me. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next trip. See you in the comments.